Today is day 3 of my 30-day fast. I woke up this morning and you can just feel the emptiness in your stomach. Not a horrible pain or anything. It just feels like almost like it's kind of tight. So actually, not so much as it feeling a feeling of emptiness, because I'm sure there's bowels in there. I haven't gone to the restroom in 3 days. Apparently that can be common, and it has been in the past. Constipation is a normal thing apparently in the beginning, and then eventually I do go to the restroom. At least that's been my experience. I'm not really super tired. I'm not having strong cravings. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to eat something, but it's not strong. I'm not having an urge to break the fast at this point in time. Getting up to start my day. It's a little before 7 a.m. I'm gonna head out after I go through my routine. First thing you should have in the morning, obviously, is water. That's the first thing I'm gonna have, some spring water. I'll go ahead and take my measurement. I do not take my measurement every morning, probably every 3 days or so to a week. .243.6. Get my clothes on and go ahead and start my day. This is day 3 of my 30-day fast. Yeah, that's what it is. So again, how do I feel this morning? Neutral. No, I'm not super tired for sure. You know, I feel fine really. I mean, I am hungry, but again, it's nothing that's excruciating. It's not like my stomach is churning right now. It's fine, and I do have some energy. I might as well go ahead and get my day started, and I'll check back in midday just so you can see how I'm feeling. All right. What's going on? It's about 10 a.m. on day 3 of my 30-day water fast. You know, I was at the charging station charging the car, and I had a little discomfort. Wasn't pain, but a little discomfort on my left side, in my kidney area. Now, I have been drinking tea, and I understand that tea is a diuretic. This is a green tea with elderberry and infused with vitamin C. Now, I'm going to do away with that and just do all natural green teas without any extra stuff in there. As I understand it, our bodies don't even need vitamin C. Either way, whether that's true or not, I'd rather stick with organic and natural products without any added ingredients. That pain has since gone away, but I have been drinking a lot of water. Hopefully that helped. No more tea for the rest of the day. Today has been one of those days. I came on earlier. It's about 2:49. This is day 3 of my 30-day fast, so I'm not even scratching the surface. I haven't even at least pinched the... Nah, I ain't done none of that. Whew! Man, this is going to be a long one. The longest I've gone is 14 days, but it seems like an eternity ago that I actually did it. I recently did a 7-day fast leading up to my birthday in January. I feel tired. I'm super hungry. I mean, when I tell you everything is influencing me to quit right now. Everything in my body, my mind is telling me to quit. But it's a continuation of what's happened in the past. Nothing different. I always get to a point where, whether it's day 3 or it's day 4, 5, doesn't matter. I get to that place where it's always early in, where I'm like, just quit. Why are you putting yourself through this? Why are you putting yourself through all of this pain, which isn't pain? But when you're hungry, it feels like it is. And then there's always this, I feel tormented, right? On one end, I hear Marines in my head saying pain is weakness leaving the body. Like, shut up and deal with it. But on the other hand, man, I can come up with a million excuses of why what I'm doing is not productive. Like, why are you trying to do that? Just do intermittent fasting. And that's when I realized how easy it is to lose sight of why you started doing it in the first place. It wasn't about, weight loss. It wasn't about any of that. It was about my overall health. It was about feeling good about myself. Most importantly, it was about reconnecting with God. And I truly believe that if you don't have the discipline in what you put in your mouth and when you eat, being in control of that, then how are you in control of, or how do you really have discipline? I just feel like there's no discipline that is deeper than controlling when and what you put into your mouth. And if you're able to do that, And you can have discipline in a vast array of things, and it's not so superficial. It's not something that can fade, and I'm working to get that back. So I feel really tired right now. I did go over to the house to work. Most people who talk about fast, most don't recommend that you work out or you do anything strenuous, perhaps a walk or something like that. And so I am going to take a walk later. At least that's what my mom's telling me. But I did go and work at the house. I'm renovating my house. I didn't do much. I just hung up a ceiling fan, messed with some drywall, but I didn't do anything that was too strenuous. Despite all of that, I still feel like it took a load out of me. I want to sleep, but on the other end, I'm so hungry. And when I tell you, everything that you see is appealing to you. I no longer have discomfort in my stomach area like I had before. Now it's just a slight headache, and I'm just extremely hungry. It feels like it's unbearable. I know that I can take it. I know that I can deal with the hunger pains. I just have to keep my mind fixed and stay busy. And most importantly, I gotta have the willpower, which has been fleeting. I'll try to find little sparks of motivation throughout my day, but you don't want to rely too much on motivation. Motivation is waning. That's fleeting. You can lose that based on how you feel, based on if you haven't eaten or whatever you're dealing with in your life. But it is the pure will to succeed in what you're doing that can sustain. I'm asking God for that right now. So, yeah, that's what it is. So now I'm headed to the charging station for the next, 25 minutes, and then more than likely go to the house, do my last little video before the night, and turn it in.
In this video, I want to go over Ron's experience with me.
Just something else that I realized. This is day 3 of my 30-day water fast. It is 3:50 in the evening, and when I tell you, it's almost like my olfactory senses are heightened. I feel like I can smell every carbohydrate that it is being prepared. I was just reflecting and just thinking about, what actually helped me today was, because it was a little rough prior to recording this video. A couple hours passed prior. I would just felt like I was really lethargic, but I had done some work, but I was extremely hungry and trying to manage that, feeling like I could eat anything and everything that's put in front of me. And it doesn't help. We live in a very microwave society. In our culture, you can drive down the street and there's fast food places everywhere. And that's a challenge in and of itself. No wonder that people struggle. We struggle with weight loss in America compared to other countries. And I've been to other countries and they don't have the obesity rate that we have. But speaking to myself, having an addiction to food, and that may sound silly, I knew that at the rate that I was going, it wasn't going to be long before I developed the diabetes, the hypertension, the high cholesterol, all these things based on what I was eating. And the fact that I kept yo-yoing is another reason why my liver at one point was 70% fat, and I had a lot of scar tissue. So trying to reduce that and get back to a normal state, and I know that the liver can repair itself. So when I say that it's for a spiritual need, why I'm fasting, it's that, but it's health as well. I'm trying to treat my body as a temple, at least to break it down, to rebuild it. And I think there's some truth in that when it comes to fasting, in terms of the process of actually starving yourself for the sake of your body rebooting, so to speak, to be optimized to operate the way it's supposed to operate in the first place. I am no longer hungry. What helped me, and I want to point that out, what helped me today was when I would stop at the charger station or when I had time, I would look at YouTube videos on fasting and its effects and people's experiences and their success and their failures. And all of that helped, because now you can put words to, if you didn't have it before, I can better articulate what fasting is doing, how it's affected me day to day. That willpower is of the utmost importance, because the cravings have just begun. I'm only on day 3, so I remember day 4 and 5 of doing 7-day fast. I've done it before, and they did lessen. The cravings lessened over time, and then it typically returned around day 7 or so, or day 8. But I gotta stick with it. I gotta stick with it for myself and for others, but primarily for myself, because it's important to me to be spiritually connected and get the results that I'm looking for physically, to reverse some of the medical conditions that I have. If I can reverse those things and jumpstart my body, have a new awareness and heightened sense of what I should and shouldn't be eating and taking into my body, and just the discipline to be able to do it, is of the utmost importance. I'm gonna stay motivated. All right, I'm headed out, my way back to the house. All right, peace. All right, well, it is 7:18 in the afternoon on day 3. It is now ended for me. I'm in bed. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I'm really tired. I'm exhausted, actually. Had enough willpower to go and pick up some food for somebody special without putting my paws in it. How do I feel? There's no other way to explain it. I mean, you feel a little lethargic by day 3 because, I mean, for God's sake, you ain't had no food. You haven't had food in 3 days. And then your body is having those cravings. You're craving the carbohydrates, and anything would do. The problem is that when you don't seek or you don't possess the strength that you need, when you do come off or if you break that fast, you will eat anything. Within reason, obviously, whether that being sodas or chips or whatever. It's never the stuff that's the healthiest for you. I always go and reach for some chips in the store, some juice or a soda, basically carbs. And that's what my body is craving, some donuts or something like that. And those are the last things that I need to put into my body. I don't need anything processed, and I definitely don't need anything like that. So I just thank God for giving me the will today to be able to withstand those hunger pains. Once I made it to the house, I pretty much know that I'm good. Because in my fridge right now, water, coconut milk, lemon, lime, salads, things of that nature. So in the freezer, I don't even go in there. I stick to the fridge, and it's everything that I need in there. And when it's time to actually start cooking again and preparing food, it's still going to be organic stuff. I've been getting more enamored by people who are making all of these foods and things from scratch, breads and cheeses and milk and all these things that we would typically go to the grocery store to buy. I've been inspired, and that I can do that I can do more. I enjoy cooking myself as well, and that's what I'm going to do moving forward. That's my goal. And so ask God for the strength to do that. Right now, like I said, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm out.